Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brandon with Taylorsfiresmoke Cooking. Today we're going to be back outside. We're going to whip up some chicken Phillies. This is a really easy recipe. Minimal ingredients, but big time flavor. Let's get into our ingredients, then we'll be outside. Stick around, guys. All right, we've got some boneless, skinless chicken breast, pepper jack cheese, green pepper, a small onion, some granulated garlic, some smoked paprika, coarse ground black pepper, and we're going to use some kosher salt. That's all it takes, guys. Let's go ahead and get it. All right, guys, we've got our chicken breast cleaned up and everything. So now all I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to cut it into thin strips. Now you can kind of cut it however you want to. You can cut it into chunks. You can cut it into thin strips like I'm going to do, or even bigger pieces. But I like to have nice little uniform thin strips if possible. Makes it a little easier to cook. It all cooks around the same exact time. You don't have to worry about some bigger pieces not getting done all the way. So if you just kind of cut them uniform like this, it's a lot easier in my opinion. So you can see how thin we've got it. That's what we're looking for. Nice thin strips like that. Now guys, if you could please give me a thumbs up and share the video out, I'd appreciate it. And leave a comment down below. Have you guys ever had chicken Phillies, or do you guys eat chicken Phillies? I know around here, a lot of the little spots, corner spots, they sell chicken Phillies and they sell like hotcakes and they're really good. So let me know in the comment section. All right, so that's all we're going to do with our chicken here. We're going to slice it really thin like I did, and we're going to put it into a bowl. So let me finish getting the rest of it sliced up, and then I'll bring you guys back in when it's time to season. Be right back. All right, guys, we've got our chicken all clean, cut up, cleaned up, sliced up and ready to go. So now we're just going to season it up. So what I want to do, just want to add in a little bit of olive oil in there. Now we're going to go in with our kosher salt. Now to season it to taste, it's all up to you. You don't have to use salt it off if you don't want to, but quite naturally you want some flavor in there. So we got kosher salt, black pepper, nice and liberal with the black pepper, granulated garlic, now our smoked paprika. Now if you don't have smoked, you can use regular paprika as well, but the smoked paprika does add a nice flavor to it as well as give it that deep, nice color. And once you get your seasonings all in there, just go ahead and mix it all up thoroughly. Make sure that all your pieces of chicken are coated with the seasoning real well. And once you've got it all coated and everything, what we're going to do, we're just going to let it sit up in the fridge for about 30 minutes. That way this chicken can get all the flavors, you know, down inside or whatnot. So it's really just that simple, guys. Let's get a good quick close up of that. Nice and good, nice and coated. So we're going to put that in the fridge, like I said, for about 30 minutes. Then when we go outside, get the Blackstone heated up, I'll bring you guys back in. By the way, here's what our onions and green peppers look like. I cut them into, you know, kind of chunky, but not super big. You want to be able to get your kids to eat them and stuff. And if they're humongous, my kids have just picked through it all day long. So that's how mine look. But you can cut your peppers and onions up however you like to. But all right, we're going to set up and then I'll see you guys back outside. All right, guys, we're back out at the Blackstone. Got everything heated up real well. I've got one eye on medium high and the other one on medium. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil here. We're going to drop our peppers and onions on one side and let them go. We're going to cook them off a little differently and let them kind of soften up before we combine them with the chicken. So we're going to get those on one side and get them evened out. We will add a little salt and pepper to these as well, a little further down the line. And then we're going to add our chicken to the other side. Like I said, I got this side on medium high. Make sure you flatten it all out. That way you can get all your chicken making contact with the griddle. And it's not going to take very long for this to cook because remember, we sliced the chicken really thin. All right. All right. That's good. Go ahead and let the lid down, let it do its thing for a little bit. We'll pick back up in a minute, guys. All right, guys, we are back. We've had this chicken going for about 4 or 5 minutes. Now we're just gonna go ahead and give it a good turn. What you wanna do is this, if you can, is flip it. That way you can make sure that you're getting the other sides cooked as well. And get that raw chicken making contact with that griddle, like I said, like we did the first time. So you can see how this chicken is looking, how good it's looking. Now we're gonna let this go another few minutes like this. Then when we come back, we'll begin to cut it up a little bit, combine our peppers and onions with it, and then build those Phillies. So stay tuned, guys. Sizzle, sizzle. All right, guys, it's been another 4 minutes or so. Now we're going to go ahead and combine these peppers with our chicken and start getting this chicken really mixed up and everything real well. You want to go ahead and just cut it up a little bit. When I tell you this smells so good, so good. These sandwiches are going to be out of sight. Alrighty, guys, look at that. We get all our onions and peppers over there. Now what I've got also, I've got some little deli rolls here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take them and put them down on that cooler side of the Blackstone. Let's get a nice little toast on those buns or those hoagie rolls. Smells fantastic, y'all. Now we're just about done. We're just waiting on that them buns to toast up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide it to the back a little bit, turn the fire down, and we're just going to portion it out. I'm making 3 sandwiches today. So we're just going to portion it out into 3s right here. So we've got 1. We got 2. And then add a little bit more for the 3rd. We got 3. Add a little more there. That's our sandwiches. Now I've got our pepper jack cheese, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take cheese and just put it right on top. Then we're going to drop the lid for another minute or so. That way our cheese will melt up. Then we'll be ready to build and we'll be ready to eat. All right, y'all. You can see that cheese is nice and melted. This thing is looking so good. So I'm just going to take my buns. You can see they're nice and toasted there. I'm going to flip them over, make it a little easier for me to put my toppings in. And all you want to do is just pick up each one and add it inside the sandwich. It's 1. It's 2. And that's the 3rd one. Pick one of these bad boys up and let you see what we got going on here. Look at that. So let's get in the house, guys, and I'll get it cut open so you can see what we got going on. Be right back. All right, guys, at this point, you can pretty much do whatever you want to the sandwich. You can add mayo to it, lettuce and tomato, or you can just leave them plain like we did here. These things are full of meat, cheese, pepper, and onion. And I like a plain sandwich, and this is kind of how my kids like them too. So that's it, guys. Chicken Philly, super simple, super delicious. You guys give it a shot. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button for me and give me a share if you can. I appreciate you guys watching. Till the next time, guys, y'all be blessed.